not getting any messages that anybody's having any issues. So okay, this is Mark Ball. I'm Vet Sports on eBay.com. It's VETSPTS. Tonight's break is for the auction that ended tonight on eBay for the 2014 Topps Chrome. It's the 12-box case, but we're only doing a half case break, so this is only for the 6 boxes. The way I do this, I'm not going to sit there and pick and choose, do numbers or whatever. Top 6 boxes get opened up tonight. The bottom 6 boxes get opened up Sunday. Hopefully Sunday I'll see a lot of repeat buyers and continue to see repeat buyers as I continue to build this up. Feel free, and I'll send out the links, feel free to join my Facebook group called Ball Breakers. Okay, and what I'm going to keep doing is keep adding links on there for my eBay listings, but at the same time frame it's going to be a forum for everybody to let me know what product they're looking at. Keep in mind that I will be doing multi-sports, primarily baseball and football. We'll dabble a little bit with basketball. But at the same time frame, I'm also going to post links to the video feeds, photo scans of the hits that are pulled, and I just want to be one of those that has complete transparency as far as what goes on with these breaks. But feel free to join. I will be putting promotions together, different things like that to make it very interactive. The more participation benefits all of us. Anyway, unless somebody's got any questions, I'm going to go ahead and start reading the teams. Just bear with me as I scroll down. Okay, A.K. Mason. He's got the Vikings tonight. Jeff Williams got the Patriots, Bengals, Patriots, or excuse me, let me scratch that. He's also got part of the Strata break too. So for Chrome, he's got the Patriots and Bengals. El Menon, hopefully I'm not butchering that. Oh, I see what it is. El Menon. It's got the Jaguars. Woody Sells has got Cowboys and Texans. Jordan 23, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Panthers, and Colts. KL Roofing's got the Tennessee Titans. Stun Rue's got the Ravens and Steelers. What are you talking about? A power punch right there. Okay, 1419611. It's got the Packers. Fast Shipping Mike. It's got the Raiders. Willis. Eagles, Bears, Redskins, Jets, Cardinals, Rams, Lions, Falcons, and Saints. Thank you. I definitely appreciate the support. Wreck Josh got the Kansas City Chiefs. Wakes has got the Bills in this break. And Espreg has got the Seahawks, Giants, Broncos, and Chargers. And then the final team's going to scroll up. Auto Diggity, San Francisco 49ers, and the Cleveland Browns. Okay, so do I got any questions as far as the team breakdown? Anybody not hear the team? Keep in mind that if you got multiple teams within both breaks, I didn't announce the Strata break as of yet. This is just the Chrome. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start opening up this case. There's the product number right there. It's a 12 count case with 24 packs per box. Okay. Ah. Okay, that's for the Topps Chrome. Got the top loaders. Okay, again, it's going to be the first 6 boxes. Okay, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to bust each box open, stack up the packs, and then afterwards I'm going to open all the packs, keep those in a stack. I'm going to, like I was telling earlier, if you were here, I am going to tilt the monitor forward in retrospect so you guys can see what I'm doing, not be focused on my face. My intent is to have enjoyment into the break and not scare you off because of the scruff. Once all the packs are open for that particular box, I will break it down, or not break it down, but I will go through it and call out all the hits and show it to the camera. I will take the time to pause, and any one of ones, any high number type things, any autos or anything like that, I will take the time to sleeve that, but I won't take the time to sleeve everything else. I want this break to go as quick and as smoothly as possible. I will tell you that when you get your package from me, okay, every insert will be sleeved. The serial numbered ones will be top loaded, and I will tell you that I go through the efforts of team bag and everything. Depending on the type of package and stuff like that, I'll do everything. Like, for example, if you got a large enough team, I will use different flat rate boxes and different padding as well. So I try and treat your break the way I would want my break to be if I was a participant. So let me go ahead and adjust this monitor. I'll be right with you. See if I captured the right angle. Okay, so that should work out good. So what I like to do is stack the boxes there. Again, I like transparency. I'll stack the packs there. We'll go further. Got a quiet bunch. You sure there's no questions out there? How many viewing right now is going to be here for the Strata break as well? I know Auto Diggity is. I think Willis is going to be. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, starting with box one. Okay, right off the bat, one of the retros, Tre Mason for the Rams. First refractor for the Texans, Louis Nix. Fantasy Focus for the Colts, that's Andrew Luck. Okay, we got our first prism. There's about one prism per box. Okay, that's Khalil Mack for the Raiders. Next base refractor for the Redskins, Lachey Seastrunk. Our first mini, Logan Thomas. Okay, that's for the Cardinals. Okay, next retro, Jake Bortles for the Jaguars. Jeremy Hill for the Bengals, base refractor. And then for the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers. Got our first blue wave for New York Jets, and that's Sheldon Richardson. Okay, for the Detroit Lions, you got Eric Ebron. Okay. Next mini, you got Terrence West for the Browns. Marquise Lee for the Jaguars, one of the retros. Okay, base refractor, that's Bruce Ellington for the 49ers. Okay, got our first die cut. For the Browns, you got Terrence West. Okay, our first green refractor. RG3 for the Redskins. Baltimore Ravens on the board with C.J. Mosley. We got our first gold refractor, guys. Serial number to 50. It's Brian Hartline for the Dolphins. So the number one's there. Okay, New York Jets. You got Taj Boyd retro. Okay, Cardinals. Okay, you got Kareem Martin, base refractor. Got one of the tall boys for the Carolina Panthers. You got Kelvin Benjamin. Okay. First auto, gentlemen and ladies. For the Redskins, Lachey Seastrunk, and that's a base auto. Set that there for a second. Okay. 1,000-yard club. You got Jamal Charles for the Chiefs. Followed by a base refractor for the Jaguars. And that's Aaron Colvin. Okay, blue refractor. And it's Damian Williams. Okay, that's for the Dolphins. Now, the blues are serial numbered out of 199. Okay. Box number 2. Excuse me. Come on, guys. 7 guys in the room, and only one person who talks is Billy. I got a mundane voice. I'll end up putting everybody to sleep. You guys keep it up. Give me 1 second. Give me some place to put these packs. Let's see who this is at 1420. Okay. Just want to make sure nobody sent me a message saying they can't get on the site. Now who's bugging me? Okay. If you hear the droid in the background, it's my electronic leash telling me somebody's trying to ask me a question or do something. Okay, so box 2. Okay, right off the bat, we got a Pulsar. For the Bills, Kiko Alonso. For the Raiders, you got Demarius Moore, base refractor. Okay, first mini, Bishop Sankey for the Tennessee Titans. Broncos on board with Cody Latimer, one of the retros. Reggie Wayne for the Indianapolis Colts. Peyton Manning, that's Reggie Wayne's old quarterback. Okay, for the Broncos, one of the fantasy focus. Okay, I like how that one looks. It's like they were in a snowstorm or something, but that's Calvin Johnson for the Detroit Lions. It's just a base refractor. It was one hell of a storm on that one. I always got my hands warmed up for some hits. We're getting warmer. There's Johnny Manziel for the Browns, one of the minis. For the Panthers, you got Kelvin Benjamin. Falcons, Julio Jones, base refractor. Okay, Marshawn Lynch for the Seahawks, fantasy focus. Okay, so we got a blue wave coming up. And this one's Jordan Cameron for the Browns. Okay, looks like we got a pink refractor in this one. So anyway, base refractor for the 49ers. That's Patrick Willis. Got another 49er right there with Carlos Hyde, die cut. I don't know what it is about those die cuts. They just seem to be pretty sharp for me. Green refractor, Justin Tuck. And that's for the Raiders. Base refractor for the Bengals, Andy Dalton. We got our first camo coming up. Mr. Joe Flacco for Baltimore Ravens. A.J. McCarron, retro for the Buccaneers. Or excuse me, for the Bengals. I'm getting ahead of myself. Nice. Nice. Okay, not only did we have pink, gentlemen, but numbered out of 75, A.J. McCarron, auto pink refractor. Auto Diggity, is that warm enough for you? And it's still numbered 16 out of 75. Nice. Followed up with a Randall Cobb base refractor. Zach Mettenberger retro. Okay, that's for the Tennessee Titans. Wes Welker for the Broncos. And then one of these tall boys, Paul Richardson for the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, one second. I got one guy asking about my room. Give me 1 second. Okay. It's like I'm the herder out there trying to rake in my lost sheep. Okay, so we're at the halfway point, John. That's what I like to see. I like to see some more colored autos. So who's got the Bengals? Because they're awfully quiet considering they just got the big hit so far. Well, I'm guessing the Bengals guy is either asleep, not in the room, or just not overly excited. Okay, right off the bat. Okay, you got Austin Jenkins for the Buccaneers, one of the retros. Going back to a base auto for the Ravens, and that's Timmy Jernigan. Oops. Get that glare on there. For the Lions, you got Matthew Stafford, Fantasy Focus. Rams, Pulsar, Aaron Donald. Who was that was calling for Johnny Manziel? Browns, base refractor. Mr. Aaron Murray for the Chiefs, one of the minis. Going back to the retro, that's Khalil Mack for the Raiders. Vikings on board, Anthony Barr. Okay, DeMarco Murray for the Cowboys, Fantasy Focus. Packers again, Ladarius Perkins, base refractor. Okay, Michael Sam mini. San Francisco 49ers. That's the Blue Wave for Frank Gore. Derek Carr's on board for the Raiders. Clinton Dix, base refractor. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think, Billy, you might have been in that first case break that we did with Topps Chrome. But we pulled two of his, memory serves me correct, two of his autos out of that same case. I think one was a refractor, and I think the other was a base auto. Our next die cut, Cody Latimer for the Broncos. Green refractor for the Bills, Kiko Alonso. Colts, Dante Moncrief. Mike Wallace camo, and these are serial numbered out of 499, and he's for the Dolphins. You got Seahawks, Paul Richardson, retro. Base refractor for the Rams, it's Greg Robinson. Okay, Jacksonville's got a tall boy on board, and that's Marquise Lee. Okay, for the Atlanta Falcons, we got our next auto, and that's Jake Matthews. Jarvis Landry for the Dolphins, base refractor. And we are ending it. Another one for the Dolphins, and that's Damian Williams, pink refractor, and that's serial numbered out of 399. So that's nice. The regular pink refractors are out of 399, but the auto pink refractors are out of 75. Okay, just over halfway point, gentlemen. Okay. Starting off with the Colts. I'm going to try Lucius Purifoy for the Colts base refractor. I hate to pronounce that wrong in front of him. He probably bust me down. You got, for the Seahawks, you got Paul Richardson mini. Johnny Manziel retro. Rashad Hageman for the Atlanta Falcons. You got Fantasy Focus. You got Eddie Lacy for the Packers. San Francisco 49ers. You got Anquan Bolden, Blue Wave. Allen Robinson retro for Jaguars. Patrick Peterson for the Cardinals. First die cut of the box, got Paul Richardson for the Seahawks. Followed up with a green refractor, Eric Berry for the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, they're not serial numbered. I had to double check. I had a brain cramp for a second. Khalil Mack for the Raiders. Okay, we got our first sepia. And it's Kyle Van Hoy. Okay, for the Lions. And that one is serial numbered 59. 59 out of 99. Dante Moncrief for the Colts. Monte Ball for the Broncos. Okay, for Tampa Bay, we got the Mike Evans Tall Boy. Okay, Tennessee Titans on board with the auto, and that's Bishop Sankey. Set that right there. Okay, this is nice. First one I got of these. This is one of the retros. Silver refractor, and it's serial numbered out of 99. Okay, and that's Carlos Hyde for the 49ers. And 52 out of 99. Followed by another Kiko Alonso for the Bills. And then CJ Spiller out of 499, also for the Bills. Trying to make sure I get them in the right piles. Giants on board with Victor Cruz, Pulsar. Leave it up to Tops with his base refractor for Victor Cruz. Trey Mason for the Rams, mini. Bishop Sankey for the Titans. And then RG3 base refractor for the Redskins. And last insert for the box, you got Cam Newton for the Panthers, Fantasy Focus. Okay. Box 5, ladies and gentlemen. I failed to mention that how I do this. Tomorrow sometime, everybody will get breaks, or not breaks, links. They'll get the Ustream link, which if they come back to this page later, they'll be able to see it anyway because it'll be on my main page. I will import that into the Ustream, so you'll get links to the breaks, not only for this Chrome, but also for the Strata that's going to be breaking next at 9:30. If there are any multi-team cards pulled, unless the person's got a majority, that will be random off, in which case I'll be using my cell phone for that. It'll be done live in the room, so it'll be done with this camera for anybody that stays in. But it'll be done because I can't detach the camera from the computer. I will then upload it from my phone also onto YouTube. And then any follow-on links, like for my Facebook group or anything else that's necessary, I will send those out as well. Feel free to message me if you have problems with any of those links. I'll definitely do everything I can to make sure everybody's tracking everything that's going on here. Also, if you're watching this video, and there's a couple of them because I've sent messages, but I got tied up trying to chase down the final payments. If you paid through my invoice, you should be good because I should have combined everything. There's a couple of people that I already know about that they can't pay a combined invoice because they're paying from their phone. I will go back through later tonight, possibly in between the two breaks. Just depends on the time constraints I've got. But I'll go through and count it up. So if anybody paid separate listings without a combined invoice, you overpaid for shipping. I'm not in this for the shipping, so what's going to happen is I will go back through, and you guys and gals, if you overpaid, will get a refund. The one person, he's got quite a few teams in this break, and he's got teams in the next break. I already sent him a message. It looks like he'll end up getting a flat rate, possibly a medium box. But again, I can't stress enough, I'm not in this for the shipping. I try and keep it as minimal as possible, considering I do bubble envelopes and padding and all that stuff. But the whole aspect is trying to minimize everything and give you guys the best opportunity possible. Oops. Did it again. Okay, so box 5 is now on board. Okay, coming right off the bat, Kung Su Blue Wave Refractor for the Lions. Followed by Eric Berry for the Chiefs. Boy, I had a double take there for a second. You got Devontae Adams Mini. I thought it might have been one of the gold parallels that's serial numbered to 50, but just got the green and gold for the team colors. Okay, Logan Thomas for the Cardinals, retro. Good action shot for Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers, base refractor. Lions on board with Fantasy Focus, and that's Calvin Johnson. Black refractor. Okay, these are serial numbered out of 299, and that's Julius Thomas. Okay, and he plays for the Broncos, of course. Okay, Kadeem Carey Retro. Alfred Morris for the Redskins. Nice green and gold color refractor die cut, and that's Devontae Adams for the Green Bay Packers. Green refractor. See, we're getting a lot of these guys back to back. Here's another Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers. This time it's the green refractor. Justin Tuck for the Raiders, base refractor. Lions, Eric Ebron. Terrell Suggs for the Ravens. Okay, Cowboys back up top with Jason Witten. That's for the Fantasy Focus. RG3 Pulsar for the Redskins. Okay, you got Percy Harvin. Okay, for the Seahawks. Base refractor. Okay, 49ers got a mini Bruce Ellington. Teddy Bridgewater for the Vikings. Michael Crabtree for the 49ers, base refractor. Tall boy Odell Beckham Jr. for the Giants. Okay, for the Chargers, you got Marion Grice auto. Well, it's a base card. I started to say refractor. It's not a refractor. Texans base refractor J.J. Watt. We got pink for the Saints. Cameron Jordan out of 399. Okay, last box. Got one asking about the link. Give me just 1 second. Okay, let's get this baby rolling. Okay, here's one thing I like to do. This kind of encourages some participation. Give it some thought. You got a chat box right there. What I want to know is who the final rookie autograph is going to be. Anybody who guesses the final, I will give them $5 credit towards one of my future breaks. Now keep in mind, it does not have to be your team. So if you got the Browns in the break, but you pick Tommy Lee Jones as the auto rookie, then so be it. This is This is only for a $5 credit, not for credit or not for the possession of the card. Okay, but I will give you guys until the end of me opening the packs to come up with your guesses. Yeah, hello. Alright, what is on TV that everybody is watching that they're not paying attention? I should be seeing some guesses pop up there. Does nobody not want a $5 credit for the next break? Okay, we got Mike Davis. Okay, Kelvin Benjamin. Oh, Willis is in the house. Hey Willis, it's going to be the same link for the Strata break too. I will step out to get set up for that, so I'll quit broadcasting for a couple of minutes. But I will be back on, so you probably just have to get off and just hit refresh. Come on, guys. 3 more packs left. Let's get those guesses in there. Aaron Murray. That's another good one. Okay, I'm stopping it right there. The stack's in front of me. All packs are open. Okay, so we've got 4 guesses. Okay, starting off with the bat, Michael Sam for the Rams, retro. Base refractor for the Jaguars, and that's Craig Loxton. Okay, yeah, Antonio Brown for the Steelers, Fantasy Focus. Vontaze Burfict, and I hope I'm not butchering it, for the Bengals, Blue Wave. Base refractor for the Atlanta Falcons, Jake Matthews. Okay, James White for the Patriots, mini. Hey, Auto Diggity, that one's not signed, but there's Mike Davis for you. Okay, we got our second black wave, or not black wave, black refractor out of 299. Okay, that's Marquise Lee for the Jaguars. Okay, retro for the Bengals, Jeremy Hill. Antoine Exum, okay, for the Vikings, base refractor. Okay, for the Texans, Tom Savage, die cut. Green refractor for the Broncos, Monte Ball. Jimmy Garoppolo for the Patriots. Panthers on board with Coney Ely, base refractor. Michael Sam, tall boy. Okay. Unless we got another autograph popping up in the box. For the Philadelphia Eagles, you got Henry Josey, base auto. Okay. Okay, Kevin Norwood for the Seahawks. Followed by Camo, Marion Grice for the Chargers. Blake Bortles mini for the Jaguars. I always do that. I always flip up the Jaguars and the Panthers. Charles Sim for the Buccaneers. Base refractor, Connor Shaw for the Browns. And you got Vernon Davis for the San Francisco 49ers, Fantasy Focus. Okay, for the Cardinals, Paul Sarr, Patrick Peterson. And then Jordan Lynch for the Bears, base refractor. Okay. So I'm going to show these real quick. You'll get a more detailed recap. And that's one way to do it. But you'll get a recap tomorrow of all the harder to get inserts. I'm not going to do all the base refractors, but I will do like the pulsars, the greens, the die cuts, stuff like that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the autographs that we got. And then I'm going to wrap this up and then start getting prepared for my next break. Again, I want to thank everybody for their participation and their quick payments. I can only get better, and that's what I want to do. Be able to provide you guys the product that you want and the sport that you want. So again, Henry Josey for the Philadelphia Eagles. Marion Grice for the Chargers. Bishop Sankey for the Titans. Jake Matthews for the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, Lachey Seastrunk for the for the Redskins. And the really nice pink auto A.J. McCarron, serial numbered out of 75. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I certainly appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop record now so I can go ahead and prep the video and then try and go ahead and get that imported over to YouTube. Stick around. I will be stopping the broadcast while I'm going through the transition. But be prepared to hit refresh. Thanks, everyone.